This is my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. The back glass is completely broken and I'm going to do a back glass replacement on this device. As usual, the tool that I'm going to use is my heat gun in order to hit the back of this device and start the removal of the broken back glass. I always get the question if the device is water resistant after doing a repair, a back glass replacement or a camera glass replacement. I will have a preliminary answer to that question in this video. I started heating the back glass of this S23 Ultra for a little bit over 1 minute. You can do this with a heat gun like I am doing it in this video, but you can also do it with a common hairdryer. It can work. It is going to take a little bit more time, but it can work also. Since the back cover of this S23 Ultra is badly broken, using a suction cup is not going to work. That is why I use my green scalpel in order to start the separation of the back glass at the bottom of the device. I inserted the blade of the green scalpel at the bottom and started to lift the back glass slightly, and you can see it is starting to move. I'm moving right and left in order to separate the back glass from the frame of the device. At this moment I had enough separation between the back glass and the frame of the device, so I decided to insert my guitar pick in order to continue the separation of the back glass. In order to make things easier, I decided to insert the plastic portion of my green scalpel at the bottom of the device in order to avoid the back glass from going back onto sticking the frame of the device. So it has been a while the device has been heated and it had cooled down a little bit now. This is why I need to reheat the back cover of this S23 Ultra in order to continue the back glass removal. Here I heated the device for 25 seconds and after that I started to apply some duct tape on the back glass of this S23 Ultra, because while removing the back glass of this device it will create a lot of broken glass, and having a duct tape on the back of the device is going to prevent that. So something very interesting that happened when I put one of the duct tape on the camera lenses. It simply got removed, and I do not understand why a duct tape can remove the camera lens so easily. And I went ahead and tested all the other camera lenses and they all stuck on the camera bezel. They didn't get removed by the duct tape. The back glass on this S23 Ultra is an aftermarket back glass, so it is not to the right specification or the right quality as the original back glass. And also, if this device was not broken on the back, if I had put this device inside water, you already know where the water is going to enter. It seems like only the glass that was for the sensor on the back of this S23 Ultra was removed, and it was not properly attached to the camera bezel. And you can see the camera bezel for that sensor still had some double-sided tape on it, but the glass was not properly attached. It was not sticking onto the double-sided tape. Either they didn't press on the camera glass for the sensor, or they did use some double-sided tape that is very cheap. For sure, I'm going to test the new back glass to see if the camera glasses have been properly installed. Continuing with the removal of the back glass, I just heated the back cover of the device a little bit, and after that I took my guitar pick and ran it to the right side of the S23 Ultra and was able to separate the back glass from the right side of the device. I heated the left side of the device for a little bit, and after that I took my guitar pick and did the same thing on the left side of the device, and the back glass is now ready to be removed. You need to always use heat in order to facilitate the removal process of the back glass and avoid having any scratches on the frame of this S23 Ultra. Also, while using my green scalpel at the beginning of the removal process, I made sure that I didn't leave any scratch on the back of the device, because using a metal can leave scratch. You need to be a little bit more careful if you use a metal to start the separation of the back glass and the frame of the device. I'm happy with the result that I got. I do not see any scratch on the back of this S23 Ultra. Here's the new back glass that I'm going to install on this S23 Ultra. This is what I call a good quality back cover. It has a tape that is very similar to the one that Samsung used. It is not the black cheap tape that we can see on some back cover. Before the installation of the new back cover, you need to apply some pressure on the double-sided tape for it to stick firmly onto the back of the back cover. But while doing this step, you need to be careful, because applying too much pressure can crack the back cover and you will have to get a replacement back glass for your S23 Ultra. After removing all the plastic that are covering the camera lenses, I'm now ready to remove the plastic covering the double-sided tape. If you do not apply pressure on the double-sided tape while you're trying to remove the plastic on top of the double-sided tape, you might take the double-sided tape with you. Here's the double-sided tape that is on the back of this S23 Ultra back glass, and you can see it is gray, same as the one that Samsung used. For the installation, I just aligned the back glass with the frame of the device. I let the back glass sit on the body of the device, and after that I started inspecting right, left, top and bottom in order to see if everything is aligned, and after that I applied some pressure on all corners of the S23 Ultra. At this moment the repair is not done yet. After applying a lot of pressure on the back cover in order for the tape to stick on the body of the device, you need to inspect the device once after that, and after that you need to apply some constant pressure on the body of the device in order for the back glass to be sealed completely. This is the constant pressure clamps that I applied on the back of this S23 Ultra. This is going to apply some pressure for at least 10 minutes, and after that I can remove the constant pressure clamps and inspect the device again to make sure that everything is good. So after this, I need to make sure that all the cameras are still good and seeing clearly. I need to test all the cameras to make sure that they all focus normally. Testing all the cameras will ensure that you did not miss anything that was on the inside of the camera bezel or resulting from removing all the plastic that was covering the camera lenses. In my case, everything looks to be good. All my cameras are in focus. I'm doing this because one of the viewers said after he did a back glass replacement and applied constant pressure on the device, his camera started to get blurry. So now is the time to do the test on the camera lenses to make sure that they all stick on the back cover of this S23 Ultra. If one of the camera glasses does not stick, it needs to be reinstalled, applied a new double-sided tape or a small layer of B7000 and reinstalled. This is the second time that I had this issue with a camera glass installed but not properly installed. Subscribe to the channel if you're getting some value and like the video. This S22 Ultra had the same issue. You can see the camera glass on the sensor is not properly attached. It was the main entry point for water while I tried to test the water resistance on this device. I can say the back glass replacement of this S23 Ultra is not very difficult. I can rate it as 5 out of 10 in repair difficulty. The Pixel 7 Pro being a 10 out of 10. Join the channel membership to help me make more videos.